Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Wide receiver going in motion. Arch Madness. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love the way this defense just responded. Sometimes you're over there drinking Powerade on the sidelines. You're ready for your offense to do its thing. They turn it over. You quickly grab your helmet. Sometimes you're discombobulated. And then this offense tries to take advantage of that. Defense is more than ready. Grabs the momentum right back in this football game. Back-to-back turnovers.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Third and short now from their own 48. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Mateer. Got his man. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. To the air. It's Mateer. Complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
The Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game. Maybe some room here. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
They talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then the quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll move the wide receiver. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. They go play action with Manning. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, making some plays.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Here's Arch to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Manning to the air again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Motion from the back. 4th down, Manning. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big...
Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not... enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Throwing Manning. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Took just one play and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Play action, here's Manning. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Goes to the option. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here they come on 4th and long, backed up after that 3rd down penalty. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Motion from the wide receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Manning makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. To throw, Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Art's going to spin it again. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. And some room to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Madness. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Longhorn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're going to try for 2. Now, if you don't get this, you might be chasing points the rest of the game. Just going to keep it after the snap. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's South Carolina looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Arch is going to throw for it. That's caught. It's Wingo. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. They're working that left side. Could not make his way to the corner.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Manning to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it and he's open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell
They got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the move. Here's got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Arts to throw. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thomas. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll try the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Manning on play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Brown. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. A few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Manning. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. The short hands, it's Brown. Got room at the 35. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Manning. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. To throw, Manning. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! At the 30. He's at the 10. All the way! Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat two top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a 1-possession game late. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Texas offense. Madness. Unloads to the right. It's caught. At the 20, he's got space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Longhorns will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Arch is going to throw for it. Max looking for the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.